Hello, Minnesota Vikings fans. Welcome to the channel, where we bring you all the latest news about the Vikings with a special focus on what really matters for our team. Today, we're going to talk about an option that could strengthen our secondary, veteran cornerback Rasul Douglas, and why he might be the piece we need right now. Before we continue, if you haven't already, please give us a like. This simple gesture helps us a lot and motivates us to keep creating quality content for you. Now, let's get to the point. Cornerback Rasul Douglas is a name that has been making waves in NFL rumors. After a somewhat difficult season with the Buffalo Bills in 2024, many are wondering if this 8-year veteran can still deliver what's expected of him. In 2023, Douglas had his best season with a PFF grade of 81.0, standing out with 14 interceptions and 40 passes defended over 3 consecutive years. But why should the Vikings be interested in him? First, Douglas has an impressive production history with the Green Bay Packers, being a reliable player who has accumulated at least 7 passes defended in 6 different seasons. Additionally, his ability to stay healthy makes him even more valuable, as he's averaged 984 snaps per season since 2022. Minnesota is looking to replace Stephon Gilmore, and Douglas would fit perfectly into Brian Flores' aggressive scheme. His playing style could blend well with the defense, providing not only experience but also leadership, which could be crucial for the younger players in the secondary. However, there are doubts. Last season was disappointing for Douglas, raising the question: was it just a setback or a sign of his decline? This is the question the Vikings need to answer before moving forward. The Minnesota Vikings face a challenge in the secondary, as the addition of Byron Murphy is not enough to fill the void left by Gilmore's departure. Although the 2025 draft didn't provide an opportunity to select a top-tier cornerback, free agency presents a key opportunity to reinforce the defense. This is where the idea of adding Douglas comes into play. The team needs experience in the secondary, especially with a defensive coordinator like Brian Flores, who is setting up an aggressive blitz-heavy defense. Douglas, with his physical style of play and ability to read quarterbacks, could be an essential signing to help the Vikings become more competitive in pass defense. Of course, the question is whether the Vikings are willing to wait and negotiate the right contract to ensure that Douglas fits into both their scheme and their budget. The Miami Dolphins' interest in Douglas could also complicate things, meaning there may be strong competition for his services. If the Vikings decide to move forward with signing Rasul Douglas, they would have to address several issues, especially the compensation offered. With a season of ups and downs, Douglas shouldn't expect a massive contract, but his solid track record could secure him a decent deal with performance-based incentives. From the Vikings' perspective, the advantage of signing a veteran cornerback like Douglas is clear, adding depth and experience to a critical position without spending too much in free agency. For Douglas, joining the Vikings would give him the opportunity to revitalize his career in a defensive scheme that could maximize his skills. This move would also affect other players on the roster. The arrival of Douglas could mean that some of the younger cornerbacks will need to earn their place on the field, which could create healthy competition and further strengthen the secondary. Now, we want to know your opinion. Do you think Rasul Douglas would be the perfect signing for the Vikings in the secondary? Would you like to see him alongside Byron Murphy in the defense? Leave your comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and leave a like if you enjoyed this analysis. Until next time, and may the Vikings keep fighting for victory.